What's up, everybody? Again, it is me, that Square Sports Podcast, back at it again with another mock draft. And I'm having so much fun with this. I just said, let's do all 32 teams. And then I got to the Colts. As a Texans fan, I really despise your organization because you guys are just so perfect. And to be real with you, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I don't really hate the Colts. You're just in our division, and you're always really the ideal model of what the AFC South should be like, Because you guys, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, you've won a Super Bowl. No one else in our division has even gone. Well, we've gone to the Super Bowl, but we didn't win. So, you know what I mean? That's just the beauty of you guys. You guys run our division. But it's funny because the Colts are actually not a bad football team. I think that you guys just got hit with injuries, and then, of course, the drop pass against the Texans and the season-ending game for y'all. And it just, I always say, I tell my fans, we be big Texans fans, before I dive into this mock, that you guys really were the reason why the Texans kind of flourished. Because it didn't matter who was going to the playoffs. I think both teams could have beaten the Browns. Respectfully, I think both of us, the Colts or the Texans, could have beaten the Browns in that playoff game. I honestly think that. So, but we don't know because obviously time will tell. But we ended up winning that drop pass, and and it was right in his hands too. I'm not gonna lie. So with that being said, you guys really got Anthony Richardson coming back next year for y'all, who was gonna be exceptionally well. And if Gardner Minshew can play like that, I know Anthony Richardson is gonna be a stud in that offense. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive in. You guys got pick 15. This is no trades, too, by the way. Y'all going to grab Jared Verse in that first round, edge rusher, start building that defense up. Man, I could just see it now, having him far out on the side. He just, going one-on-one with those tackles in the NFL. And how bad the offensive lines are, man, it's going to be fun to watch for him. So I think that he's going to fit y'all's scheme perfect on defense. Now, I don't think he's going to be here at this spot, but I do want to see how this works out. Xavier Worthy coming to the Colts in the second round, and I think that you guys can utilize him probably the best. Maybe it's 6 teams in the NFL that could probably utilize him. Y'all are one of the 6 that I got. So I think that if you draft, Xavier Worthy here in this draft, pairing him with Michael Pitt Jr., Josh Downs, that is just going to be a hell of an offense hard to stop. You got the fastest player dang near in the league going without, the fastest player to ever run a 40 is going to be on your roster. And I know we talk about this all the time. 40 time doesn't matter. I get that. But you can just use him as a decoy, and Michael Pittman can light their ass up, which alone, Michael Pittman is a number 1 already. But just adding Xavier Worthy to this offense over the top, him and Josh Downs, man, just let them two have one side of the field and Mike Pittman have the other. Oh man, that's just beautiful right there. Then again at pick 82, we go back to the defensive side of the ball. Kalen King, obviously his stock is dropping a lot, but I wouldn't be too worried about it because I think that you're going to get him at the best value market. He's not a terrible corner. Actually, very, very good corner. He just had a bad set of games. Not a bad set of games, I'm sorry. Just a bad set of events at the Senior Bowl, Combine, stuff like that. So, obviously, tape doesn't lie. I think you put him in a good system where he doesn't have to be the number 1 corner right away. And I know you're picking him in the 3rd round, but just let him be that number 2, that number 3 type corner. Come in, learn from you guys. He's going to be going against people like, Michael Pittman and Josh Downs every day in practice. So he's going to get better. I think that this is one of those things where he's a coachable player, and he won't be too far off if you guys get him in the right system, which I think the Colts do have because you guys are awesome at getting your players and pretty much projecting them pretty well. Now, that being said, defensive line, Dwayne Carter, no Little Wayne, but Dwayne Carter, 300-pound plus, every down type defensive lineman. Pairing him up with DeForest Buckner, if you guys do that 4-3, oh man, that would be perfect. And you get to let DeForest Buckner rest. Obviously Buckner is a problem for anybody at 6'7" and some change when it comes to that weight. So having Dwayne Carter there, who's got hands, just hands, boy, Having him there and adding him to with DeForest Buckner, obviously they can learn from each other. It is going to be a matrimony, boy, a problem. It's going to be a problem for y'all in the AFC South. I can already tell you now, the bad offensive line of the Titans, well, I don't know what they're doing in Jacksonville after losing all those games in a row. However, my Texans, it's probably gonna be us and y'all again, how it always is. But yeah, man, I really see him as a great fit for y'all. Just technical. He's gonna be that guy that can take over DeForest Buckner's spot when whatever y'all decide to do with him. And he's gonna be a cheaper version of him. Not height wise, but just like size, as in like body size. Well, that's very bad to say that. How do I say this? He's going to be DeForest Buckner's replacement, but not as good as DeForest Buckner right away. That's the best way to say this. You got offensive guard, Lemur. Yeah, you got to start helping out Quentin Nelson. He's probably the best guard in the NFL to me, to be honest with you. That's just me saying that. Quentin Nelson is nice. Start helping him out more. Get him some more help. Get him some more help on that offensive line. Just more for a depth kind of pick. That's kind of what this is. Brevin Span Ford, tight end. Obviously, Wiley Cox was great for y'all. I mean, you guys remember Jack Doyle. If you're a Colts fan, Jack Doyle. I love me some Jack Doyle, dog. Jack Doyle was nice. But those days are gone. But anyways, adding him to the other side of Wiley Cox, good blocking tight end. Can really catch and receive pretty well. Not bad all around. He's pretty good. So this would be a good pick for the seventh, like late sixth round. And to cap it all off, I think you guys are getting an exceptional steal here in this draft. And at first, I was like, man, he's just one of those, in-depth picks. But Garrett Greenfield out of South Dakota is actually a damn good offensive tackle. Really good offensive tackle. And I've been watching a lot of those Division II games a lot. And they play up in Fargo. Obviously nobody cares about them. Like the Carson Wentz's, the Trey Lances are the big name guys that come out of there. But don't sleep on that part of America when it comes to college football. Like those guys, they be coming out. They be draped up and dripped out. You know what I'm talking about? Like they be playing, bro. Like they really do. So statistically, that's not really a strong suit for them. But I actually like this pick for the Colts because of the system that you guys have. And like I said, you guys are right there, especially last year. It's not much that you guys really need to change. But I think that you could get some more draft capital to help some spots in certain areas. That's just me. But we'll talk about that in the trade video. But this is the no trade. So, like I said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Dive in. Tell me how we should do this, how we should attack it. You guys think that should go offensive line in the first round? Or do you guys like the pick that I said, hey, you go stick with the edge rusher here? Y'all let me know. Hey, peace.